I thought I was being really fucking clever there, but actually, if you give it to a lot of people, they're going to go, her?
You said the same thing in another interview I read, and you said you want to take time off, but you never find yourself doing it.
If there is a guilt thing attached to it, yeah, of course I'm as guilt, but I'm the difference being that I recognise that and I've tried to change it, and I have to some extent actually.
What is for you, what is the definition, well, not too literally, but what is for you this quality time where you can say this has really refreshed me in some perspectives? Or?
You know, I mean, it might sound really hippie-ish, but I don't really care, you know. Mm-hmm. It's sitting in the hills, you know. We've got these hills in Birmingham that overlook the whole city, you know, mm-hmm. and you can just sit there, and that means a lot to me. Maybe it wouldn't have meant so much to me like 10 years ago or whatever, but it means a lot to me now, you know, definitely, no question.
It's a bit cliche maybe, but has it something to do with age?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think age is the key to it, I just think it's realisation, you know. Uh-huh. Yes, of course you can attach that to time, but I don't feel comfortable with tying age to stuff, because yes. when you actually say that, then there's a certain level of redundancy that comes into, you know, accumulating years, if you like, getting older, you know. And I don't believe in at all. I think you can be as capable as you like, you know, from whichever start point to an end point, you know.
No, but maybe, yeah, because a lot of your lyrics deal with these kind of things, also maybe nature or animal.
Yeah.
Things, but it's
yes,
good
we all age,
to
of
see
course.
We
all age. It's a natural process. It's an evolutionary process. But and there's no accounting, of course, for disease and stuff like that. Of course, that affects us in many ways. But you know, we do. There is also another side to it. We have kind of been conditioned to believe, a lot of us have been conditioned to believe that, oh, I'm feeling old, I'm old now, I can't do this. Yes, there are certain physiological things that do change situations, but for a lot of the time, that's bullshit, you know. You still have a mind, you know, wonderful, you know, physiological, chemical, electrical, you know, mechanisms that are at your disposal, you know.
Yeah, I have two questions in mind, but I'll ask this. Is Napalm Death in that part sort of important, that keeps the youth maybe alive in you, or is that?
What is keeping the youth alive?
That's maybe the same thing that you said, but
yeah, exactly. It just, for me, it's just an ongoing process, and you know, hopefully the process gets better, you know, improves with time, because we all do things that you look back and think, maybe I would have done that a little differently. That's not to say you regret things, but you think, maybe I might have done that a little differently. I'll learn that for the future, you know.
Is there something that's something in particular maybe that you can point out?
Some of the lyrics I wrote in the early days, you know, I'm quite prepared to hold my hands up and say, you know what, I thought I was being really fucking clever there, but actually, if you give it to a lot of people, they're going to go, what are you trying to say? And obviously there's a difference between giving people a challenge that they will figure out in the end, and being complete, what we call in English, in England, like word salad, you know, like words and like mix them up, you know.
Where it's maybe a little
pretentious,
bit.
yeah. Yes. I have written some stuff that I would now look and think, shit, that was a bit pretentious, you know.
But do you think that maybe people read now, maybe lyrics to music, do you think the impact of a lyric is maybe still the same now as it was maybe?
I can only say that people still come to me and compliment me on the lyrics, but more importantly than that, they say that they take the points, you know. I mean, I'm not hammering people with a hammer and saying, you must think like me. I'm just trying to tell people that I've been through many processes where my mind has opened, you know, from being closed at points, my mind has opened. And I think that at the very least, people should have that. You know, they should be able to think without being told by some media outlets that this direction, put the blinkers on and just head in that direction.